Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Lois. Thank you for watching my previous video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. I see the love. Trust me, I see the love. Thank you so much. Yes, and this video is in honor of women globally, women all around the world, and I just want to say happy International Women's Day to you all. You are loved, you're treasured. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks. You are that girl, you're the it girl. Yeah, thank you. Period. Yes, today we are going to be talking about climbing the corporate ladder. Very important, especially as women. But the tips that I'll be giving today is applicable to both men and women in the corporate space. For many of you who don't know, I'm a lawyer and also a certified HR professional, and I have been in the corporate space for over 15 years thereabouts, and I've seen things, I've experienced things, and I'll be sharing, trust me, I'll be sharing with you all on this channel. But today we'll be talking specifically on about climbing the corporate ladder. And my first point would be that we need to make a plan. If you want to move up, there has to be a plan. You can't start from nowhere. Make a plan. You need to know where you want to be in the next 6 months, for instance. You want to be in the next 1 year. I know that when you have interviews, there are certain questions they ask you, for instance. Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years, the next 3 years? And you just usually see that question as, just one of those questions. No, it's not one of those questions. Is really to examine you, just to find out if you have a plan, right? If you're also that organized, if you have a vision, and if your vision also aligns with the job role that you're interviewing for at that point in time, right? So it's the reason why they ask that question. But as an individual who wants to climb the corporate ladder, you need to have a plan. No two ways about it. You must have a plan. You need to work harder. I know these days everyone's like, you have to work smart. You have to work smarter, not harder. Trust me, you have to work harder as well. Let's not undermine hard work. It actually pays, right? You need to put in the work. You also need to put in the work beyond your job description. Little or no mistakes, with or without supervision, deliver. Very important, right? Be a team player. That's the third point. Take this home. Be a team player. No man is an island. I know that for so many people, they just be like, I can do this myself. My colleague is not my friend. I get that a lot. Your colleague is not your friend. People say that a lot. Fine, your colleague is not your friend, but in the workspace you can make it work. You have to make it work, right? You need people around you to speak for you in certain circles, in certain meetings and forums. You need that. So that is very, very important. Also, acquire essential skills. Know what skills you need to get to move up, right? I've seen a situation where someone couldn't move to the next step because I think they didn't have an MBA or something. That step actually requires them having the degree, the MBA degree, but that person didn't have it, and because of that they couldn't move to the next level, right? So that is very important, right? If you know that in the next 5 years you're going to be in certain leadership roles or position, be in a certain leadership position, I beg your pardon, in your company, obviously you need to know what it takes, right, to get there. And this there just has to be a plan, right? Like I said in the beginning. So you need to know what skills you need to apply to move on, basically, right? That being said, you have to network effectively. You need to build strong professional relationships. Very important. Strong professional relationships. Very important. Who are you networking with? What advice are they giving you? Are they advocating for you? All of that, very important, right? And another point will be to be consistent. You have to be consistent with whatever it is that you're doing. Make sure that it's the same energy from the start. That's another problem. That's another thing that I see out there. Most people start off really great, with all the energy, the adrenaline is high, they just want to get there, and after a while, nothing, right? Put in the work, the same energy from the beginning to the end. Very, 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 very important, right? Yeah, put in the work and be consistent. And finally, be adaptable. I know a lot of people who don't like this because a lot of people are change averse. I would say that as soon as there's a change in policy, there's a change in how they do things, people are just not receptive to it. But if you want to move up, your boss, that line manager, needs to know that you are adaptable to change, right? You receive change differently. If you're like, oh, we're moving offices now, you're like, oh, what do we do? Why everyone is complaining? You're asking, what do we do? How do we do it? So that is very important. And that's my final tip. Be adaptable. And like I said, as someone who has been in the corporate world for a while now, I have seen all of this play out effectively. And I can tell you that it works wherever you are. You're in banking, you're in hospitality, you're in real estate, you're in any FMCG, any industry at all. Trust me, it's the same team that you need. You don't want to add more if you want to, but it's the same team, right? Thank you. They are the same tips that you actually need. It works, right? Thank you so much for watching. I've come to the end of the video.